Hey everybody. Okay, so as everybody knows, there's been a lot going on, and there's a lot of stuff coming out that looks, pretty incriminating for things to have been obviously false flagged or staged. And there's so much evidence of so many things that have been, manipulated and created at this point that it's insane. But I noticed this morning, I just happened to see another account posted a picture of this. There's a police officer standing basically in the middle of the Senate building, not like in the middle, but in the middle of this area of the Senate building, and he's literally just kind of like, yeah, hold on. And there's like, I counted at least 4 or 5, and that's only a quick look at it, photographers standing around taking photos while there's, some type of smoke coming around that looks like somebody let off a smoke bomb because there was no fire damage to the building, so what's all this weird dusty stuff? But there's this guy specifically that grabbed my attention. He's just standing looking bored, and he's wearing a Q shirt, but he's got a black beanie on, very like, oh, I'm hipster, very stereotypical of what would be a Antifa or BLM protester. But like, he's got his Q shirt on, so like, he's a Trump supporter or whatever. But anyways, it was the way he was standing. He's just standing, I don't know, he looks bored. He looks like he's just waiting for something to happen. So anyways, then I had already seen a video footage yesterday. I mean, I've been watching all kinds of things, but yesterday specifically of, there's this officer, this black officer backing up into the Senate building, and there's a group, they're just yelling at him, and they're not even really loudly jousting, whatever, and he just keeps like backing up, very like, he's literally letting them in the building. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. There's a person filming this that's very, suspicious to me, like, well, who is this person? They're just back here just watching the whole thing. Like, this officer would have, if he's even an officer, he might have been security, I'm not sure, he looks like an officer, but, it's from behind, so it's kind of hard to tell, and he doesn't have any markings, on his back or whatever, but anyways, like, what? He has a baton laid on the floor, and he's just backing up, and he like does a gentle like, stay back, and it just keeps backing up and then run up, and it's like, but anyways, you see this one main antagonist figure in the doorway, and if you pay attention, that main antagonist figure is the same dude standing looking bored in the photos of the police officer allowing everybody to stand with professional cameras and take photos. There's also a photo that came out, a professional camera guy standing up on the top of the balcony in the actual Senate building with a girl who looks like Antifa doing a little fist joust. So I'm going to show those to you, and then you let me know. Okay, so in case you have not read or seen, I'm going to give you a little bit of a reading here. So the press release from nationsinAction.org gave a press release that the votes were switched throughout the U.S. Presidential Race Institute for Good Governance. Sorry, I said that weird. Anyways, senior IT expert at global defense contractor testifies in Italian federal court that he and others switched votes throughout America in the U.S. presidential race. Rome, Italy, on January 5th, 2021, an employee of the 8th largest global defense contractor, Leonardo Spa, provided a shocking deposition detailing his role in the most elaborate criminal act affecting a U.S. election, corroborating the D&I Ratcliffe's report of international intrusion. I'm probably going to butcher this guy's name, I apologize. Arturo Dilio outlined the scheme that proved successful in using Leonardo computer systems and military satellites located in Pescara, Italy. Recent reports of a hack at Leonardo now appear to have been an orchestrated cover to mitigate blowback on the corporation, which is partially owned by the Italian government. Nations in Action, a government transparency organization, partnered with the Institute of Good Governance to thoroughly investigate and research the election irregularities which yielded the long-awaited proof with a flawless plot to take down America was executed with extraordinary resources and global involvement. Americans and elected officials now have proof that the election was indeed stolen. This provides the mechanism for each state to recall their state of electors immediately or face lawsuits and request all federal government agencies lock down all internal communications, equipment, and documentation from the Rome Embassy. Make no mistake, this is a coup d'etat that we will stop in the name of justice and free and fair elections, stated Mario Strolozak, chairman of Nations in Action. The Institute for Good Governance issued the following statement. Our mission is to provide the full truth, expose the perpetrators of this horrific crime, and assure that every person involved, regardless of position, be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Nations in Action and the Institute for Good Governance are making the following demands on elected officials. Depose State Department officials, starting with the Rome staff, including Stephen Serafini, probably said that wrong, sorry. Immediately strip Leonardo Spa of all contracts and seize assets. All congressional members must speak out against this foreign and domestic interference or face recalls and suspension of involvement. Implement the most severe penalties for participants who had knowledge or participated and refused to assist in the investigation. Mario Strolozak, founder of Nations in Action, added, states must prosecute all illegal voting activities and provide immediate legislative remedies. There can only be zero tolerance for criminal interference in American elections. The international conspiracy must be met with swift action by the president and be fully supported by elected officials for the protection of voting integrity and the prosperity of our great nation. Now, they put out, this is Nation in Actions, and they put out more information that you can look at, and a general affidavit signed by the guy who worked for, IT for the spa company. And I will attach all this at the end of that too. So, just throwing things out there, guys, no evidence. A whole country just said there is. I don't know, but take it as you will. You can look at it though. I'm going to attach it here for you.